enjoy it when a corrupt government bureaucrat comes up and threatens you. Even if they attack you, you've got to get to where you enjoy it, because it's giving that fight that is victory. It is standing up and telling the truth and a testament of the truth. That's where the real strength and power in this universe is. And when we exercise the power we've got, it trumps the enemy every time. Even if we're defeated individually, the examples we give, take the Alamo, all killed, all destroyed. But that example emboldened others. And that's what it takes. That's why they don't like to kill patriot leaders. 30, 40 years ago, they did kill a lot of people. Even 20 years ago, but they learned it doesn't work. They know we're fertilizer to the tree of liberty. They want to assassinate our character publicly. They want to assassinate the image of us. But it doesn't matter, because we've now transmitted the idea, transmitted the information, and ideas are bulletproof. Bob Chapman, as we got a break, final comment on that.
I couldn't have said it better myself. And that's what we're all about. We're here to help people understand how to save their families, their country, their freedom, their religion, all of the things that have been part of the sanctified process in our country for over 250 years. And we're the watchmen. We're the people who are telling you the truth, and you've got to act on it. You've got to help us. And you've got to win it for everybody else.
That's right. We'll be back.
Discover a natural way to experience cleaner, healthier indoor air without expensive filters and high-priced machines. Discover what healthcare professionals have known for decades. Salt ionizes and purifies indoor air. That's why you need to visit SilverSkyImports.com. SilverSkyImports.com offers a wide assortment of Himalayan crystal salt lamps, handcrafted from salt crystals that are millions of years old, contain healthy ions that eliminate odor, reduce bacteria, and can even help allergy and asthma sufferers, which means you and your family will breathe better, sleep sounder, and have more energy. These salt lamps are available in stunning, natural colors and shapes to accent any home or office, are environmentally friendly, and best of all, they're affordable. And don't forget, SilverSkyImports.com also carries gourmet and bath salts. Order today at SilverSkyImports.com or call 800-494-1369. That's 800-494-1369. Breathe easier, feel better, live healthier at SilverSkyImports.com.
What happened, man? You used to be energetic, happy, and wow, did the ladies love you. Now you fall asleep on the couch, irritable, and out of shape. Don't be that guy. Call now for a risk-free trial of Ageless Male, a natural supplement shown to raise testosterone by 61% and maintain healthy, normal levels. No injections, no appointments. With healthy testosterone levels, you can feel that energy again, that great outlook again, and yes, even a healthy sex drive. Right now, you can try Ageless Male risk-free. There's nothing to lose, guys. If you're a man who's noticed changes in your body, your mood, your sex life, call now for a risk-free trial of Ageless Male. Be the guy you used to be. Just call 1-800-497-8345. Don't wait another day. Just call 1-800-497-8345. That's 1-800-497-8345.
Do you know which 37 crucial food items are going to fly off the shelves when the next disaster hits? If you don't, you and your family may be without food and waiting in long food lines after a big disaster strikes. You would be surprised how many people don't have these food items right now. 123survivalplan.com has set up a For Patriots Only video with inside information on the 37 food items that will sell out first when the next disaster strikes. The video on 123survivalplan.com has crucial information you and your family need to prepare for any disaster, natural or man-made. And you won't have to be afraid of going hungry or being sent to a FEMA refugee camp. See the video that over 1 million other smart patriots have already seen in the last 4 months. Prepared now. Go to 123survivalplan.com and learn which 37 food items you should hoard. Easy to remember. 123survivalplan.com. Again, that's 123survivalplan.com.
The final segment with Bob Chapman jamming in phone calls. I'm probably going to overdrive to get to them all here. Philip is military, New Jersey, been holding. We really appreciate you joining us, Philip. What's your view on not just the Inde Posse Comitatus, but the announcement that the military will arrest citizens with no charges and that we can disappear into black holes?
Oh, it's an absolute travesty, Alex, to be quite honest with you. And, you know, I can try to explain that in a real quick story about there's two types of officers and NCOs in the military. You've got the officers and the NCOs that are kind of just yes people, and they go along because they're really pretty scared for their security. You know, if you subvert the system, you either get kicked out or you gracefully get walked out of the gates and you're off. You go to retirement. And then you got the other guys who actually stand up. They're officers, men, or they're the NCOs that lead from the front. And to go back to a real quick story, I was in a parachute accident, and basically I jumped out, got tied to the plane, and went in flight with the aircraft for about 5 minutes. And the guy flying the plane was the ops group commander, and he basically did everything contrary to the checklist. And it was a night jump, zero visibility, and they got me over the DZ. And without having any real confirmation that I was still conscious, they cut me loose. And to make a real long story short, they basically just crushed the checklist, and we have checklists for a reason. So they cut me away, not knowing that I was conscious and able to pull my chest reserve. And it turns out that I'm here, I'm alive, obviously, because I'm talking to you. But the real thing is that everybody wanted to praise this guy that he did these measures that saved my life. Well, he's not the one that saved my life. I saved my own life, and no one wanted to hold him accountable. Well, that's like the Pat Tillman. They murder him and then retread him and say that he was fighting Al-Qaeda, and then it all comes out. But that's classic when there's corruption in the manufacturing of parts and they fail, mechanics that expose it will get in trouble, and just an incredible culture of corruption that sets in. Bob Chapman, this is a microcosm of everything we're talking about.
It certainly is, and it shows the entrapment in all phases of life, the military, law enforcement, large transnational corporations, national corporations, on Wall Street and banking. I mean, you either do what's within the norm or, you're out. And sometimes they'll tolerate you. It all depends on how far you go. But the military is a very difficult place to express yourself.
And if they've got
I've been there and done that.
Well, and if they've got psycho leaders above you, then everybody starts following the orders of those people, and you've got an incredible tyranny. Did you have anything else you wanted to add, sir?
Well, yeah, Alex, not so much, the guy's a psycho, but Mr. Chapman and Nomi Prins mentioned conditioning and what people do to protect each other. This guy was the ops group commander, which is a pretty high-ranking position in the military or in the squadron. So, I mean, he theoretically, if things went the way they should have in the investigation, this guy very well could have lost his job as the ops group commander and very well been retired from the military. And it's just, you said that, will people in the military, rise up against this stuff? I don't think so, because it's conditioning. But as long as you mentioned that 10 to 5% of people that make a stand. That's the difference in what makes the difference. So I know time is short, and I get thanked a lot for my service, and I appreciate everybody who's thanked me for my service. But if you really want to thank me for my service, stand up for your Constitution, your Bill of Rights.
Absolutely. There's this hollow thank you for the service, but never talk about what is the military supposed to protect? Constitution, Bill of Rights. Instead, it's being set up to destroy all of that.
Thank you for listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.
Hi, folks. This is Alex Jones. I'm looking for people that have the wisdom to spot savings, opportunity, and recognize risk. Saving means to make money. The Cal Ben Pure Soap Company can save you thousands of dollars and give you good old-fashioned real soaps that are triple concentrated and twice as good as what you're using now. Soaps made from vegetable and coconut oils that contain no useless dyes, perfumes, deodorants, or antibacterials. Your risk is the hundreds of hazardous toxic detergents. that give you rashes, itching sores, and deteriorating clothing called lint. If you want something better, if you want something you've never had before, you have to do something you've never done before. Getting a free catalog is easy by calling 800-340-7091 or see Calvin on the web at 5starsoap.com. Take charge of your health now by calling 800-340-7091 or see Calvin on the web at 5starsoap.com.
Coast to coast, direct from Austin. You're listening to the Alex Jones Broadcasting Network.
I'm going to be back this Sunday, 4 to 6 p.m. live, and we're going to probably get Paul Craig Roberts or somebody on. I forgot that had a liner. Sorry, guys. But here we are in overdrive. Paul Craig Roberts has an article up and a video up at Infowars.com right now. Congress is repealing the Constitution. Stuart Rhodes, I think, said it best. Congress has declared war on the people. When they say it's all a battlefield, we can secretly arrest you, you can disappear forever. I mean, that is off the charts crazy. I want to jam in a few final calls here for folks who have been holding the longest, like Frank and Dwayne, try to get to some of the others. But briefly, that point of the 5 to 10%, it's always the 5 to 10% that get involved. I'm not saying I'm some great guy, but I've seen a four-wheeler tump over on somebody, and there's 6, 7 people standing around. Nobody helps, but I do. Or a lady choking, and everybody stands around, and I have to go over and help her. I mean, and I don't think it's always been this bad. It's been bred into us now and conditioned to just stand by and look for a specialist to do it. That's how slaves are made, Bob Chapman.
It certainly is. When in doubt, do it.
Let's jam in a call here. Let's talk to Frank, former military, get his take on this. Is this what you served for and swore an oath to the Constitution so that the military could be used as a sword to slit the Constitution's throat, Frank?
In a world of lies and deceit, Infowars.com is hard to beat. Infowars.com. I do one of those 7-second ads, Infowars ads, every week right before the air Rush Limbaugh here locally. I come up with a different ad every week. So anyway, yeah, Alex, that's exactly why I joined. You know, the situation is surreal. You know how they used to say, send in the Marines. Well, I can see a time in the near future where if these U.S. troops refuse to obey these illegal orders, people like that effeminate Lindsey Graham, they're going to say, send in the Chinese. Let's get some Chinese troops in here to follow orders and abuse these uppity sheep.
Well, I agree with you. And look, they wouldn't be being this overt if they weren't scared. And I'm going to answer my own question. They're overt about it now and have thrown down the gauntlet because they need to be able to tell the military commanders, look, we passed a law. Now order the military out there to secretly arrest people. Send the trucks around door to door. I mean, Chapman, do you see my point? They're being overt now because they're thinking about trying to activate this.
You're absolutely correct. They think the time is right. I think a lot will have to do, too, with the next election as how they proceed. And hopefully we will have an election, and I think we will have an election. If Ron Paul gets elected and people like him get elected with him, that could change everything.
And by the way, the engine of the incredible free market is so powerful that we could turn this bad economy around so fast. The globalists admit they spend all their time trying to screw up the economy, Bob.
And that's true. And if you noticed, all the saving things that have been done to the financial sector and to governments who spend more money than they should.
Yes.
The conditions that we see today are things that they have created.
Yes.
And they think it's time to move. And God help America if Ron Paul is not elected, because they're going to go into high gear.
They are going into high gear. Dwayne, a Marine in Texas, final caller. Sorry to the others. Back Sunday. Dwayne, you take us out.
Sure. Thank you for having me, Alex. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
You know, you just asked the other gentleman that was on just a second ago, you know, is that the same exact military that he joined, you know, was basically to be the sword, you know, to rip up the Constitution. Yeah, that's what we joined. But, of course, then probably, you know, a lot of us were blind, but now we're not. You know, and you know, those are just things that we know who's behind all of this. ultimately, it's Illuminati. It's all kinds of, like you say, the banksters, but my thing is I have actual on the ground research. Go ahead. I have actual on the ground from Northrop Grumman, a lady who had actually spoken to me, telling me that they are trying to now pull